4.
What it do, world? It's your one and only homie, Big Yogi, man. Yogi, one of your young original gangster Imperial, the one and only, and I am joined by
Miss Music from Tampa, Florida, head music A&R of Madstreet Entertainment, live here on WBOKRADIO tonight. What is up?
And we are giving you another edition each and every Saturday of Encore Live, bringing you the best in entertainment from your city, from your state, from the states, from around every state and overseas, man. Tonight, we are blessed with having, usually we have individual artists on or individual groups, but we're going to step it up for y'all. We told you, Miss Music, didn't we tell them we wasn't playing?
We told them. We always try to tell them we ain't playing. We ain't playing now, boss ain't playing.
You know, hey, HNIC Mitchell is not playing. So what we're going to do this evening on Encore Live, for everybody tuned in that doesn't know, for the artists that are tuned in that don't know, we do broadcast live. We have our regular tuners that view and listen in from 38 of the lower 48, and that number expands every day. And we have our overseas cast. So what we're going to do is, this evening, we're bringing y'all a whole media group. Yes, I said that, and it's true. We're bringing y'all a whole media group. Now, this media group that we're putting on this evening, on this show right now, comes from Miss Music's neck of the woods. Miss Music, do you want to introduce the people we got coming on right now?
We got Flexinz coming on tonight.
We got Flexinz. We got Depths. We got Filthy Money. All from the Madstreet Media Group that's doing great things all over the states. Anybody that follows Yogi 1AO, you know, you see me sharing, you see me promoting their music, you see me promoting their shows all up and down the 95 pipeline and abroad. Right now, what we're going to do this evening is we're going to help expand that listening group. We're going to help expand that fan base. So, Miss Music, why don't you let the people know what's going on this evening?
Well, we got some really live artists that we're going to be putting on tonight. They're doing major big things with Madstreet Entertainment. They're with the label. They're getting their shows on. They're getting their music done. They're building their fan bases. So definitely, if anybody out there is interested, make sure you hit up Madstreet Entertainment. You can find them at MadstreetMedia@yahoo.com. Send in your music, check it out. Email blasts going on. We got those going on. We can get you into magazines. We do a lot of promotions. We have a lot of specials going on. We can do albums. We can do singles. So if you're really, serious, you definitely need to come to this team. We are a team of a bunch of grinders. We're always online. There's always somebody from Madstreet Entertainment available online, whether it's Facebook, it's Instagram, or it's Twitter. Somebody's always awake and there to, let you know how it is on the team. So it's really easy to join. Boss will work with you. So you got to make sure you hit up Ray Murder over there at Madstreet Entertainment. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on Instagram underneath Madstreet Entertainment. Hit him up and let him know what you need, and we'll see how we can help you out. But got a lot of things going on tonight, so you're definitely going to hear from these artists. We're going to get personal with them a little bit. We're going to find out what's going on, what shows they're doing, who they're dealing with. Depths, he's doing big things. We definitely want to pay attention to him. Filthy Money is doing big things, and now Flex is on the rise. So we're going to definitely have a great show tonight, and I just can't wait to pop the top off this thing and get it rocking.
With that being said, for everybody that don't know, Miss Music is the A&R that handles a lot, just about all of the business. But we're going to focus on the artists that we got on this evening. First, I want to introduce the man that really handles things for Madstreet Media. Ray Sean, you there with us, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Introduce yourself to the people, man. Let the listening group, the peer group, let these states and countries know that you were live and direct with Encore Live on WBOK, so they don't think we're faking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they think we're faking. So I always like to make sure everybody gets their own intro. So Ray Sean, the man that's a part and that handles that Madstreet Media, let them know you here with us, bro.
Okay, yeah, this is Ray Sean Brazil from Cleveland, Ohio. And, we got a lot of artists we got signed. We're working with Crazy Bone artist, The Whole Life Entertainment. So we'll have them on this show real soon. And, you know, I'm just ready to sit back and get the interview going, listen to the artists, and listen to some great music.
So, with that being said, y'all got to hear it from the man himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Maryland right now, Miss Music in Tampa, and you heard Ray Sean talking about he out of Ohio. So I want to let people know what artists we have on right now. Flexinz, can y'all please introduce yourself, who you are, the genre of music that you're into and that you produce great music in, and where y'all are from. Flexinz, go ahead, take the floor. That's your platform.
Yo, this Flexinz. We from Atlanta, Georgia. And,
A-Town?
Yeah, ATL.
And we getting ready to turn up on the radio station.
Oh, man. Y'all, okay. Y'all going to quit acting like this something light. Y'all going to quit acting like this something light. This is WBOKRadio.com. This Encore Live right here. I said that we got Flexinz on right now from the A-Town, man. And believe me, I know the A-Town. Being an entertainer myself, I know what it do to run through there, man. That 4-4 vibe is something crazy, man. We got Flexinz on the line. Flexinz, let them know what y'all doing out there, though. Let them know what's going on with you in Madstreet.
All right. Yo, we Flexinz. We from the ATL down in Georgia, and we live on a radio station. Getting ready to turn up.
Who else we got on the line right now from Madstreet?
Yeah, this Trey from Dev's Versatile Records. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff to do with Filthy Money and all that. And, you know, we live in Minnesota, but most of us is from Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, man. So y'all around places I've been before. If y'all ain't hear that, though, you know what I mean? The brother said Minnesota. Now, I've been in St. Paul. I've been to Mall of America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been to Mall of America, you know what I'm talking about. I done rode on some motorcycles with some motorcycle clubs out there around that way. It is definitely not a game. So you around the area where Prince, you know what I mean, R.I.P. Prince, but where, you know what I'm saying,
for sure.
And, you know, and for some people that don't know, we ain't going to go too off topic, but for some people that don't know, the same neighborhood that Prince has the big purple house, Alex Trebek lives in the same neighborhood. So Minnesota has talent just coming out the pores. And we're so blessed on WBOK Radio Encore Live to have you all on. So Madstreet Media, man, as y'all can hear, they all over the place, man. It's not just some local. It's not just, hey, I'm good with these folks and you can get on. Man, they're really doing big things. Now, I'm gonna jump straight into it. I always do that. I say that I'm gonna jump straight into it, man. How y'all feel about now, Flexinz? This is y'all's first time coming up on. The first time that people really hearing like outside of your music, because let's not get that confused. People have heard your music all over the state, but first time out the A. Really cranking on a radio show, letting people know what your personality is like, letting people know what y'all are really about. What's it feel like?
Well, being a rapper, you know, it's fun and it inspires me and stuff. And, you know,
it's really creative to us, and we like rapping. We don't like singing, and we're in a rapping group, which we perform almost every 2 months, and we write songs every probably weeks, and it's really, when we write, it inspires us, and when we write, it just goes back to the time that when we was little.
Okay. So for everybody that just heard that response, I'm going to have to go ahead and let them know, man. When we talking about Flexinz, we talking about let's make sure it's spelled right so everybody can Google, they can Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That is Flexinz, Flexinz, out of the A. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know about the A. Believe me, I know about the A. I got family in Decatur off of Panthersville, right around from GBI, you know what I'm saying? I got family that be up in Zone 3, right around Beeler Court Apartments, off of Metropolitan University. Yo, you want to, everywhere. Believe me, when you get on this radio show, it ain't going to be too much unfamiliar. But Flexinz, I want to ask y'all this, man. Like, I viewed you all and did my research on y'all. Y'all are young, man. Like, what's it like being youngins coming up in this game and really being on a major platform with Madstreet Media? Do y'all ever get the feeling of being overwhelmed, or is it just like, okay, we worked for this and here we are?
Well, like, since we're young, we, like, rapping is just like something that we can do that just makes it fun, and it's just different.
Who y'all pay attention to when y'all come up? Like, to get to where y'all are at right now, you know what I'm saying? The A has had like a crazy, and still has a crazy list of artists. Who were the artists that y'all were like, I don't want, not that y'all were like, okay, we want to be like them, but we're like, you know what, we can really do something with this. Who were the artists out of the A or abroad that y'all like listen to, focused on, that were like, you know what, we got something good, they're cranking, we can crank better than them? Like, what's your list of artists from where you all are from, or that inspired y'all to really step it up?
Well, Drizzy, I like her. D-Lo, she cool. Nikki, she all right, she tight. And maybe other kid artists.
Huh. Really? So what got y'all? What got y'all LinkedIn? What got y'all LinkedIn with Ray Sean and Madstreet? Like, how did that whole situation work out? Because Ray Sean and Madstreet ain't playing. Like, to be on that roster of artists with Madstreet is not a joke. Like, how did that happen, and how does that feel for you guys?
Like, being so young, like, how did you find out about Madstreet?
Well, we went to Alabama, and, we performed, and we turned it up, so.
You turned it up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to find out tonight just how y'all turned it up, because we're going to play your jam.
And they showed us so much love.
Awesome.
So we got Ray Sean on the line too. Like, Ray Sean and I, for everybody that don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, we don't really hold phone conversations, but we do, the business, social media business, everything else like that. We stay in contact, not like that, but when the brother puts something up, I make sure I spread the love, make sure everybody know what he's doing and what's going on with him, Miss Music, and everything that they got going on in music. But Ray Sean, let me ask you, with Flexinz, what was the thing about them that made you say, you know what, I'm going to invest in these young ladies from out of the A?
Well, I've seen that they some hard workers. They got some tracks that's better than some of these grown folks out here,
Say it again.
And I told them, they was in Atlanta, I told them where the show was going to be. They came to Alabama. I got grown artists, I tell them where the show at. We're in Atlanta, we're in Chicago, and they don't show up. You see what I'm saying? So I just like the way they work, and they serious, they parents serious. The number one thing is their parents behind them, so that's good too. So, like, they all around artists, they just got to be groomed and put in the right direction.
That's what it do, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that that's actually being broadcasted on radio, man, that there aren't just record labels that want to extort or utilize the youngins for their talent, but actually say, hey, you got to have it together. Like, it's like old school. When you throw a house party, I'm saying, I ain't trying to tell my age too much, But, you know, back in the day, talent was found at house parties. You know what I'm saying? But you had to make sure that the people at the house party could be there. You know what I'm saying? And what you're saying, what you just said was very, very, very important, that, you know, they're youngins and they're coming up in the game, but their parents are behind them. The people that are in their direct life every day are like, go do your thing. Now, for Flexinz, I want to know, like, what's it like, though? Like, what's it like? Like, honestly, what does it feel like? What does it feel like to say, hey, I'm about to be on the radio on Saturday? Like, are your people like, yeah, whatever, yo? Or is it like, oh, for real? Or is it like, man, I don't know what's going to happen? like, how is that progress sitting with you guys?
Well, I don't really, what I chose was like, I don't know what's going to happen because, you know, it's my first time. Me and my little sister, it's our first time on the radio. So, you know, I was kind of nervous.
Ain't no need to be nervous. Ain't nothing but family sitting around talking.
Yeah,
You better get used to it, too. You have to do a lot of radio interviews here.
Hold up. When I told people I was going to be on the radio station, there wasn't nobody believed me. Like, they was just like, nah, you ain't going to be on no radio station. I was like, yeah, I am. Wait for it.
Yeah, you are. Now, when we get done with the show, you can go ahead and tell them where to find your interview at and be like, hey, you don't believe me? Go look. Check out WBOKRadio.com. I'm on there right now. Yeah, I was.
Well, with the with the Madstreet Media, Rashawn, what is it like? Because like you're like I'm hip. I'm very much hip. Like you see, like I'm sharing, I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm promoting just about everything that you do and everything that has to do with Madstreet. What is it like? What is it like working with younger artists? Like as we're talking about right now, as everybody can hear, that they're like, oh man, I'm really going to be on the radio. Adverse to and with other artists that are like, I expect to be on the radio and I expect you to provide this. What is that like being at the helm? Like you're at the reins of that for people's career.
Yeah, you know what? Younger artists, they listen. You know, us being grown, some of us don't want advice and don't want to listen. They think, you know, older artists think they already know it all. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot different. You know, a lot different.
Is it easier or more difficult?
Well, you know, it's much easier. You know, that's why Jermaine Dupri looking for these young artists now. You know, because he can groom them, he can talk to them. You know, they understand them, relate, and they know they're willing to learn. You know, when you're 20, 30 years deep in the game, you know a lot about the game that you can pass on to the artist.
For sure, though.
Yeah.
So what's it like? So what's it like with Miss Music on the team, though?
Miss Music, you know, I don't really have to do much but sit back and relax sometimes, you know, because Miss Music do what it do, you know. She find talent, promote, she do it all.
Definitely a go-getter. Now, I want to direct a question to Flexinz. I hope it's not offensive. You know what I'm saying? If it is, you don't have to answer the question. But for everyone tuning in and listening in that are listening to you all, like, really taking this platform and really stepping your game up, can I ask you all's ages?
Oh, yeah. That's not offensive. But I'm 12.
And I'm 9.
Whoa! That's a whole different game right there. Really? You know that y'all are surpassing like grown folk with your progress, right?
Yes.
Like there's like grown folk that like they hit my boss up, HNIC Mitchell, they hit me up, they hit Miss Music up. They're like, hey, I got some music, I want to get on your show, blah 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 blah, and we're like, you need a little bit more content, need a little bit more with you. Does that make you feel, at 9 and 12 years old, does that make you feel like, is it overwhelming? With saying overwhelming, I mean, like, is it like, man, I don't know if I was ready for all this. I just wanted to make a couple songs, you know.
Well, nah, because it's normal to us, and you know, we've been doing it since we was young, but we just like started professionally doing it, and you know, I really don't, because we, like me and my little sister, both of us, we wrote like 14 songs in 3 months. So, you know, I don't find it.
Do you have parents in the game? I mean, you got to be getting this musical gift from somewhere. Can you tell us, you know, on WBOK Radio, do you have a family that are parents that have been in the music game that brought you to have that talent, or was it just, you know?
Yeah, my mom, you know, she been in the music game.
Okay, who's your mom?
Happy
Wow.
Lily. She a videographer and a photographer.
Oh, okay, wow. See, I do some of that too.
Okay, don't be afraid to plug moms, believe me.
Everybody. We want to know where y'all get your juice
give
from.
moms a plug real quick. But as a part of this team, as a part of this MADSTREET Media team, you know, there are other artists, and there are other artists we have on tonight from MADSTREET Media, man. Like, it's really a great night on WBOKRadio.com. This Encore Live show, man, we promise y'all that we're going to bring y'all the best. Now, Flexinz have definitely done their due diligence and done their work to be in a category as being a part of the best in entertainment. And salute to you, young ladies. Salute to you, young ladies, for doing your thing. Now, I want to ask some of the other artists a part of MADSTREET Media. What's going on with you? Can we get some salutes and some shout outs and some sign ins from some of the other artists?
Yeah. This Trady. We got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We got the singles that you got. We got a mixtape, free download mixtape that's out there on.
Oh, plug it, brother. Plug it. Let them know where they can find it.
Yep, that Piff.
Oh, they need to know more than that, Pimp. I'm talking about let them know who you are.
Okay,
find your music. Oh, get them dollars, Pimp. Get them downloads. That's what this for. That's what this is for.
For sure. Yeah, the name of the download album, it's just a 7-song mixtape. It's called The Takeover by Versatile Records. And, you know what I'm saying, there's various artists off the label. Dollar Trail, Filthy Money, myself, Northside Hustlers, Click, Dreezy Buchanan. You know, we got a little roster. And the free download is at that Piff. It's at mixtape. It's a few other places. I don't really know, like, right offhand, you know, because I don't really do the promotion part. But you know, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I don't really, you know, somebody else takes care of that. Yeah, somebody else takes care of that. Like Ray Sean used to be helping. Ray Sean supposed to be stepping in there helping me out a little bit. But it's all good. Ray Sean is okay.
So what is it like to work with, like, being in a media group where you have younger artists like Flexinz in there? Do you feel an obligation to, like, kind of make sure that your business is correct so you can show the people in your media group the path, or is it more or less like, I have my lane, I do what I do?
Oh, no. I mean, you know, we share pretty much everything. Yeah. I mean, all I could do is you know what I'm saying, lead by example. So hopefully,
I like that statement.
everybody,
I like that statement.
Everybody's paying attention, because I mean, this game's rough, and it ain't, and I mean, and ain't nothing sweet about it. You know what I'm saying? Not the game part. As far as the business part, should I say? Really, there's nothing sweet about it. It's just point blank. It's business, and if you don't know nothing about business, this ain't the thing for you. Trust me, because you're gonna get done in if you don't pay attention and you don't know what you're doing. But yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But, like, for me, I know the business part, and I know the artist part too. So for me, it's overwhelming sometimes, you know, because I got millions of things going on in my head. I got to make for sure pretty much, you know, with the help of Rayshawn and Madstreet, you know, that everything's in line, you know, so I can get it to him and let them do what they're going to do. So, you know, the performing part, the producing, because I do a little bit of producing. I write my own lyrics. And, you know, just making sure we get to the studio on time, you know, and make sure we get in here, you know, and get everything done. And the hardest part, to be honest, is making sure that everybody's on the same page, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that everybody's 100% all in. Because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that you're going to have to work for this. You know, you best believe that if you're really doing this for a career, that this is a job now. You know, if you're coming into it thinking that it's just a hobby, then you're really in the wrong business, because this is a job. This ain't no hobby. This ain't no side thing that you're doing. If you're going to do the music business, you better be all in 110 and really be ready to do it. And, I mean, that's getting out here and doing what you do as far as promotion in your city and stuff like that. See, and like with us, I only deal with family as far as music goes. But I've had family who fell off just because, you know, they wasn't all in as far as, you know, understanding what it takes to make it. I mean, really make it. Not just put something out on YouTube and then let it sit there and put something out on the internet, you know, and they don't understand that it has to get promotion, you know, from a number of different places and a number of different ways really for it to jump off so people know about you. Because, like, nowadays, everybody and their mama is doing it, for real.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm just telling you because I've been doing this since '94. If we could have this back,
let everybody know what y'all are on the charts right now, and who y'all beat out on the charts.
Right now, we're number 29 on the national charts for I guess it's for all genres, because this guy, it's Drake and them's on there, Rihanna, but we beat out, wasn't it? Future last week, but this week it was Beyonce. She was number 44, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that change the game for you all? Does it change like how you carry yourself, or
no?
Does it just make you gear in a little bit harder? And I mean, that's a question for you and for Flexinz. I mean, they're younger.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, does it change that for you all? Like, okay, I'm going to step in the studio. Like you said, you know, everybody feels like hip-hop is kind of, not just hip-hop, but music is kind of like a golden ticket. You know, you can make 47,000 songs, but if that one track hits, then you have your foot in the door.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have that perception of the music game, but they forget about the rest of it, the business, like your accounting, you know what I'm saying, like your road management, you know, as far as like as an individual, making sure that your intellectual property is protected and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
Does it get overwhelming when you cover all those bases and then you start hitting charts? Is it like, oh, we hit the charts? Or is it like, well, yeah, I'm supposed to hit the charts?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not going to really be a part of anything. I don't think, personally, I'm not going to be a part of anything and put it out, especially put it out there on the radio for everybody to hear if I don't think that it's ready to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a part of nothing that's going to be half done. If it's not going to be 100%, 110% done, then I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to get out there. So
I feel you.
I expect big things, yeah, definitely. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this, you know.
So what's one of the most encouraging things? Now I'll start with Flexinz and then come back and then reach out back to Rayshawn. But what are the things that keep you all motivated? Like Flexinz, what are some of the things that keep you all motivated? Because as we talk about, it's not an easy business to be a part of, and sometimes it can get a little bit discouraging. But it's only discouraging for people that don't know that it requires a lot. Like, what are some of the things that keep you all motivated to keep pushing forward, to keep sitting down and writing music and keep pushing forward to hit the studio and to hit your management and to hit your media team? Like, what are some of the things that keep you all motivated to keep going?
Well, my haters the most.
Oh, she said that, though.
Because, if I stop doing what I'm doing, which I like doing what I'm doing, it's just going to make it worse. And, my haters are my haters. So, and then another thing is my mom and dad, because they push me and get me where I need, push me to do what I want to do. And, yeah.
Well, we don't usually do this on WBOKRadio.com. We usually don't do this on Encore Live, but in this situation, I think it's very important for Flexinz to give a complete shout out to mom and dad. Like, mom and dad, I said y'all name on the radio.
All right. Shout out to my mom, the one that invested her money into me and my sister. And shout out to my daddy
for buying our CDs and making copies.
You can say their name.
Oh, I can? I can say their name?
Yes, ma'am. Shout out your mom and daddy. Go ahead. You're on the radio. Let them know that you appreciate them, that you appreciate them sponsoring and believing in you. This is part of your campaign. Like, make sure that the people that have been there for you understand that you appreciate them.
Shout out to Milton Lily. And shout out to Happiness Lily.
My mama and my daddy.
That's what it do, man. Y'all got to feel the love on WBOK, man. Encore Live is doing it, man. We're bringing the youth, the up-and-coming youth that are doing their thing, man, out of the ATL, too, man. And there's so much MADSTREET coming out of the ATL that sometimes it's hard to find out who's really about that business and who's really just going in just to be popular. And we can feel the vibe from you young sisters, man. That's what's up, man. Welcome to radio. I hope that you're having a great experience.
Thank you.
Now, what we want to do right now, while we got y'all still attentive, while we have, the shout-outs going out to mom and dad, I would love if you all would just take a second out of your time right now while you're on this live feed and say, I want to introduce our track on WBOKRadio.com. Shout out to the people in your media group that made this happen for you, and shout out to your mom and dad that made this happen to you. But can y'all go ahead and introduce this track called Leaning, Whipping, and Dabbing for us?
All right. Well, Lean, Whipping, and Dabbing, that's our new song that just came out. Y'all go check us out in about a week or so on YouTube. And our song will be up there. And if you don't mind, check us out on thisis50.com. Get signed or Die Trying mixtape. Drop in on the 30th.
And here we thought this was y'all first time being on media. Y'all killing it right now on the promo. For everybody listening in, this is Flexinz, man, and this is their first radio interview. MADSTREET Media, Ray Sean, you're doing your thing, brother. You're making sure it goes all the way through the genre. Big shout-out to MADSTREET Media. Big shout-out to Flexinz. Big shout-out to Flexinz parents for supporting these young sisters on their drive and their dream and them doing something positive with themselves. Now, I got to say this, man. We about to play this track, yo. Now,
on that Flexinz, just let them know it's not like a regular 50cent.com. They is on the official 50 Cent mixtape.
Wow.
You heard the man clear it up, y'all.
Now,
Y'all heard the man clear it up to make sure that y'all didn't think it was just a game.
Yeah, because they show up.
At official50cent.com, you can find this 12-year-old and 9-year-old on there getting it in through Madstreet Media. My co-host, now I got to act brand new. Because my co-host, Miss Music, the A&R, you know what I mean, be doing her thing, and we got Ray Sean on the line, too. And Ray Sean, hey, yo, you know what it do, pimp. You know we keep it funky over here. We keep it, you know, if you don't know your network, you don't know your net worth. So we're going to go ahead and play this track right here, man. And like it was just said, if y'all think it's a game, if y'all think WBOKRadio.com and Encore Live just doing whatever, no. You can catch these artists, this 12 and 9-year-old artist out of the ATL going through Madstreet Media. You can catch them on the official, this is 50.com. There are grown folk that ain't on 50 Cent.
Hold on. Can I freestyle for y'all real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we love that. It's live radio. Promo, get it. This is Flexinz about to give us a freestyle live on Encore Live on WBOKRadio.com via Madstreet Media, man. Y'all ask for the best. We're going to give y'all the best. Hey, Flexinz, tear it up. Give us a flow.
All right, acapella, no music.
Get a little closer to the mic, though.
All right, let's get it. You ready?
Let's go.
Rock with it, Billy Black, kick with it. Hunter Queen of the City, somebody zap with it. It's the way you just so fresh with it. Killing every shot, man, you just can't feel it. Man, Hunter, hottest, I revolve with it. If you got a problem, then deal with it. So hot, just shut him with it. I'm the hottest, I came with it. This is Junk Girl, so you couldn't wind down and kick with it. Bow. You just like yourself, doing that, sitting here, rapping and I just made myself. I'm the kid, no biz, no problem. I can solve any quiz. I'm going to hit the roll. Yeah, the hottest kid. I don't need no facts. I get in all like a claiming it. Yes, it's right. She banging it. 20 different facts. This kid here is killing it.
Yeah, Joe girl, know about turn up. Yeah, Joe girl, so hyped up. Yeah, Joe girl, know about turn up. Yeah, Joe girl, so hyped up. Woo. Yeah, Joe girl, know about turn up. Yeah, Joe girl, so hyped up.
Whoa. Let's get it live.
Hey, let's get it. That's Flexinz giving us a live freestyle right here on WBOKRadio.com, right here on the Encore Live show. Man, y'all act like the youth ain't paying attention, man. We're talking about a 9 and 12-year-old. We're talking about a 9 and 12-year-old. No fear, going in freestyling live on air. Mr. Mitchell, for all of our listeners and viewers, why don't we go ahead and get this first track from Flexinz? Hey. Lean, whip, and dabbing.
We better show you how to lean, whip, and dab real quick. You feel me? We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. We them new kids on the block. We can turn up anywhere, even down in your spot. Mama says for no rap. My daddy said don't play me, but sit down and make the music and make that money.
Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be 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 lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing.
I don't care what my haters say, cause the whole time I'll be lean, whipping, and dabbing on your block. I don't take Spanish, I'll take French. The only thing to do is just spit. I be stunting on all my hates, cause that's what I do, so please spit.
Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be 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 lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whipping, and dabbing. We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. Lean, whip, dab, dab. We be lean, whip, dab. Dab, we be lean, whip, dab, dab, we be lean, whip, dab, dab.
We be lean, whipping, and dabbing. We some new kids on the block. We can turn up anywhere, even down in your certified. Mama says born a rap. My daddy said don't play me, but sit down and make the music and make that money. I don't care what my haters say, cause the whole time I'll be lean, whipping and dabbing on they blogs. I'll take spins, I'll take sprints, the only thing to do is just spit. I be stunting on all my haters, cause that's what I do, so please stay.
Lean, whipping and dabbing, we be 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 lean, whipping and dabbing, lean, whipping and dabbing, we be lean, whipping and dabbing, we be lean, whipping and dabbing, lean, whipping and dabbing, we be lean, whipping and dabbing, lean, whipping and dabbing, we be lean, whipping and dabbing, lean, whipping and dabbing, we be lean, whipping and dabbing, lean, whipping and dabbing.
Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. We about to turn up.
Turn up. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. It'll be okay. Turn up. Y'all just heard the live, and let's not be misunderstood. This is a live worldwide exclusive premiere, because we don't just do it where you live. We do it all over the country, all over the world. This is a live. I need them comments rolling. I need that feedback rolling. I need them downloads coming in for these young ladies out of Flexinz, man, out of ATL, the lean, whipping, and dabbing. If y'all have anything to say, let me just remind y'all this, man. Let me remind y'all of this. Shorty's is 12 and 9 years old. If y'all are a little bit older in the game and you ain't on this show, and you ain't rocking with Madstreet, and your music ain't going, you ain't doing shows, and I suggest y'all get your game up. I suggest you get your game up. They zoned in down there in the A, man, and Flexinz is doing their thing right now. Flexinz, what that feel like to hear your music played? What that feel like to hear your music played like worldwide on the radio?
It feels good. You know, like you said, like all 8 countries hearing my music, me and my sister's little music, Flexinz, feels good.
That's what it do. Miss Music, I'm saying this is your team. This is your people. Holler at the people. Let them know what's going on with them.
Well, what I want to know is there a video for this song?
No,
Have they got it done yet?
No, not yet. But what we're thinking about for this song right here, we might do it at the skating ring.
Oh, wow.
But we
That's a
haven't
good idea.
exactly, shot the video yet.
Hold on, you talking about the skating ring on Candler Road?
No, no.
I told you you'd be in the A. I told you
you'd be everywhere. You be everywhere. On every show. I was here, I was there. I'd be like, yo, where's this dude not been? So definitely y'all have to get a video for that. I would love to see the video. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, Soulja Boy and his little movement he has going on. It's got that little swag with it. I think they're on the right track. I think the fact that Madstreet also respects the fact of the parents being involved, I think that's a great thing. So I think these girls are going to do very well. Rayshawn is very, very, very smart man, a very understanding man. He has children of his own. He has kids of his own, so he knows how it is in the game, and he's definitely going to steer them the right way. I think, that their age is really good for people to see that, you can get out there and do whatever you want to do no matter what age you are, and the influence that they can have on their community can be just astronomical. So I think that, they definitely have a long way to go. But they're on the right track. They're headed the right way. They get, good beats. They got great hooks. They're very talented. They're awesome little girls. So definitely I'm excited to have them be a part of Madstreet Entertainment. And I definitely have to make sure that my connections on my side know about these little girls, and maybe they can turn their kids onto it instead of the stuff that their kids are listening to as it is. Because there is a market for them out there, So definitely, our kids don't really need to be listening to some of the stuff that they're listening to right now. So I would love to turn them on, to
Lord, if I have one more young MC talking about I want to be like this MC that's mainstream, I promise I can't give up on the culture. That's part of the reason why, like, I do radio and everything, but something that's very refreshing, hearing these young ladies and hearing about their come up and hearing about, like, them shouting out their parents and them hearing their music is, like, it's just them. It's not like anything else. They're not trying to emulate or imitate anything that's already else out there to try to be like, hey, you know what, if we make a song like so-and-so, we can get on, because that's what is very refreshing for me right now on this show, is hearing that song that's just two young ladies out of the A that are doing their own type of music instead of being like, hey, you know what, Lil Jon got on from here, Soulja Boy got on from here, Jeezy's on from here, T.I. reps here, so let's make music like that. They said, no. Oh, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to put words in Flexinz's mouth, but y'all came up listening to all that. Y'all got to see all the people from the A, like Ludacris, everybody that, Pastor Troy, everybody that's like, when you talk about being a rapper or being an MC, because I really don't like the word rapper. Rapper, like, I always tell people, like, in my professional life, when people ask me, like, what do you do? And I'm like, and they're like, I heard you're a rapper. I'm like, yeah, I rap like Reynolds. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bars for them real quick. But I'm like, no, I'm not a rapper. I'm actually a businessman. I'm an entertainer. It's not just what I say out my mouth. It's how I carry myself. It's how I conduct myself. The same as somebody working to start a Fortune 500 company, you have to start from somewhere. And when you start from somewhere, you have to have that forward thought that I'm not always going to succeed in every step I make. Everything I do is not going to be successful. But as long as I have the fortitude to keep moving forward, I'm going to be all right. Some people want the first song they make $1 million. That's not the way it works. And to have that fortitude and to be younger MCs with the backing and to have the support that you all have. Hey, man, from me at WBOK and Encore Live, Yogi 1AO, I just want to tell y'all young ladies, man, I salute y'all. I take my hat off to y'all, because being an adult in this entertainment business, I know how much it eats up the ego, and it can knock you down sometimes. And you young ladies, like that lean, whipping, and dabbing, that's doing something. Like, y'all are going to have y'all schools going nuts. I hope that the lean, whipping, and dabbing outside of, like, the class that you're in now, like when y'all hit college, you're like, oh, man, that's the shorties that did the lean, whipping, and dabbing. They in my class, so I take philosophy with them. No, you don't understand. Like, I'm in class with them, That's something very solid.
So what you're trying to say is what you're trying to say is that when we were in school, a lot of people were forced to know us.
Exactly, Ma. What I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to be trendsetters. Don't be afraid. Like, I'm pretty sure you all get, like, Rayshawn, I'm probably stepping. I don't mean to step on no toes, brother. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to step over boundaries or anything else like that, but it's like, I'm pretty sure that you talk to these young ladies and you tell them, like, hey, look, you have a style and a way that's the reason why I rock with you. Continue that. Don't conform to trends. That's the main thing that I'm saying about hearing your track, is that I can hear, like, I know what the A does. I know what the deck does. I know the zones down there. And you all sound is nothing like that. You all said, nope, this is just our sound. This is the way we're going to rock. And obviously it's been successful for you all. And I wish you all much more success. You all are so young, which means that you all have so much more time to sit and articulate not your craft, but the business. Your craft is on point. I like that. Like, there was a couple, you know what I'm saying? I'm a lyricist kind of guy. So there was a couple little bars in there. I was like, oh, my God, they're 12 and 9, and they actually spit bars. Oh, Lord.
Right? Well, Guilty, they got some new school going on there, and they got some old school going on in there, because I heard some old school with the way they rapped. So I'm digging it, because you got some new school in there, you got some old school in there, you got the originality in there, and yet you got a little bit of commercial in there. So I'm feeling it, and like I definitely am feeling it. And I really would love to hear more music from them. Find out where we can find out where the public out there can find where the sites are, and track these girls down and listen to more of the music besides the one track we played tonight.
Well, Miss Music, with your other artist and with having Ray Sean on tonight, which is a blessing for everybody that doesn't know. It is a very we do like Encore Live, WBOKRadio.com. We have very big artists that have been in the game for like 30 years. And Ray Sean, you're really making your way, man. You're not even making your way. You are there, brother. Like Miss Music, with working with Ray Sean and all the artists and the artists that are on right now that have their music coming up on our show, like I just have to sit back for a second and let you all explain to the people like that it's not a game. Like it's not what people feel like is the traditional come up, which means that you have to have this crazy budget. You have to have this crazy like following. Like you all are actually going back to the root. Like I consider Madstreet Media like that old school, not old school, but like when I'm saying old school, I mean like entertainment business. Because, the entertainment business has taken some very big growth steps. Some people they came into the business and they expected it to be like a 1-year growth, and there's been 10-year leaps in the progress, and you all are still, like, from these young ladies to the other artists that we're about to premiere tonight, like, you guys are covering the board. Like, how does that happen? Like, how does that work as the person that coordinates that and is ultimately responsible for their growth?
Well, that's a tricky question. I really don't know.
Right, that's what I was asking. I was asking like Ray Sean, like with having Flexinz as a part of having Flexinz as a part of the roster, and then the other artists that are a bit more matured and more seasoned in the game, but making sure that everyone progresses. Like Rashawn, how does that balance for you, brother?
Well, as far as Madstreet Entertainment, like you say, we do everything, the old school way and the new school way. But the game is, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's just the way it is. So, like I said, you got some artists moving, and you got some artists that's not moving. And we just roll with the ones that's moving, and the other ones catch up. They catch up. But main thing is get into them books, learn the music business. It should be called a business music, though.
I like how you put that. I really do like how you put that. Because let me ask you this, Rashawn, because this is on this edition of Encore Live, we didn't just bring on an individual artist or an individual group. We brought on a whole media group, which I don't know if some people understand the difference in between like a music group to a media group. But Madstreet is a media group, which means they cover all bases for their artists, from videography, photography, promotion, everything. What is the biggest challenge being that person who people, I'm pretty sure you got that Kevin Gates syndrome. You got 2 phones, you know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta have like your personal phone where like, mom and like, everybody hits you up on, and then it's like business phone. And both phones probably have equal responsibility and equal importance on each call. Like with having artists like Flexinz who are 9 and 12 years old, and then having more seasoned artists that are more street savvy, that are more into the game and understand, like what you said, instead of calling it the music business, it's business music.
Right.
Like,
right.
what is it like being that guy?
Well, some days it's hard, but it's hard, but it's fair. It's just all about this what I chose to be in. So I take every call 24 hours. You can hit me at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to no clubs. I'm not a club guy. Strictly business. I lost a lot of things like that, but I gained a lot like that. I just learned from people in the business, like Eazy-E. That's who I looked at. I studied the game from Eazy-E, how he did everything he did. Your Death Rows, your Bad Boy Entertainments, these people that, don't sleep, you don't party, I don't club, because, when you go out in the club, you're supposed to be celebrating, some people celebrate every day, but if I'm not winning the championship, what I'm celebrating for?
Hey, I had somebody tell me that, they said, hey, it's when I was on my individual come up, it was like every show, like I was doing like 3 shows a day, like an hour away from like where I actually laid my head at, and like bouncing around, one show was here, 10 minutes later I'm at another venue, 10 minutes later I'm at another venue, but everybody was like, why are you rocking so hard? Like, you should not be getting bottles. Like, what are you celebrating? You're on your come up, like you're acting like you already made it. And I was like, well, to me, I'm feeling it. And they're like, you need to gain some perspective, young brother. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What you trying to say? My music ain't good? I don't rock a stage? They're like, no, just trying to look out for you, man. Like, you're partying like you made it. And the money that you're spending at the bar, the money that you're spending to show off, you need to put back into your craft so that your venues are bigger, so that you're, okay, if you can get a bottle of Hennessy at every show, you might, have you ever wanted to just have bottle service? I'm like, well, of course, yeah, and I'm on my way, and they're like, no, you're not. You're blowing it right now, bro. Right. And that's like now, at my age and what I do in entertainment, I don't do the bars and clubs. Like some of my boys that are not a part of entertainment or they're not MCs or anything. They're like, hey man, I'm going out tonight. I'm about to hit so and so spot, and I'm like, that's very difficult for me because when I walk into a club or a bar, I kind of think about talking to the owner to see if I can do a show there. So it's not fun for my friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends are like, come on, man, we're here to, like, hang out. I'm like, yeah, just let me talk to dude real quick. Let me get, like, 10 minutes with homeboy. Or whoever the manager is that can give me the phone number to dude so I can see, like, I like this club. I like this bar. I can see myself doing, like, 300 people here on the Humble. They're like, that's not why you came out. And it's very hard for people that are not in entertainment to gear their brain into, like, this is what we do 24/7. Like, the dream doesn't stop because we're awake.
Right.
Oh, my God, I think I need to quote that. The dream doesn't stop because you're awake.
Right.
But being a person like yourself, Rayshawn, that's a part of people's dreams becoming reality for them. When Mad Street Media got put together, did you think it would be as big as it is? Did you think your roster would be what it is? Did you think you would have artists like 80? Did you think you would have artists like Flexinz? Did you think it would be that influential?
Well, for real, with me, that's why I work hard towards, we ain't through working yet. So it's like, the biggest project right now I got is my independent artists we have. We have over 30 independent artists. The big artists we got, we're doing promotional for is Nova the Rebel, which is Crazy Bone artist. And we got a project, Crazy Bone and Busy Bone, coming out that we promoting also. So them like my two major
say it again.
projects.
Say it again. Tell them put some respect on your name You just said you got Crazy Bone and Busy coming up. Tell them put some respect on their name. Say it again.
That's the new project everybody been asking about. So, follow Mr. McCain, that's Busy Bone on Instagram. I am Crazy Bone on Twitter and everything, Madstreet Entertainment. You'll see all the work that we doing in the industry and whatnot. But the main goal is to blow one of these independent artists up and, show them the game, show them how it's really supposed to be done.
So with you saying that right there, Miss Music, why don't you talk about this artist that y'all got named Trey 80? Because I'm very much, because one of my,
Troy 80, Troy 80.
I can't put too much of my business out there, but one of my first, I felt, everybody fall in love with a pistol. I mean, not everybody, but if you out there like that, you know what I'm saying? If you in the game and everything, you find out what works for you, you know what I'm saying? And the snub-nosed Trey 80 that could fit down in the Super Tim, boy, that was my best friend.
Right.
So what's good? What's good with Trey 80, man?
But Trey 80.
Trey 80 on the line right now.
No, Trey is the CEO of Versatile Records, so we don't only just distribute artists, we distribute labels too. So he's the owner, he's the operator, CEO of Versatile Records. He got his own roster of artists that we distribute. We distribute that label through Universal Digital.
Is Trey 80 on the line with us right now?
Yes, sir. I'm just waiting for you to walk in.
I'm saying Ray Sean be doing his thing and everything else like that. I'm saying it's love. But hey, Ray Sean, we gonna talk later. We're gonna talk later, pimp. Trey 80, let's highlight you for a second, man. This is the MADSTREET Media team, which is a very diverse team, so it's very difficult to get everybody in. Mm-hmm. But I'm working to not make it difficult. Trey 80, what's good with you? What's your experience like with MADSTREET Media? What's going on with you and your projects, brother? Excuse me before you start. No disrespect to Ray Sean. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But we got plenty of time. I want to get your artist in too, though.
Oh, you good?
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, but ever since hooking up with MADSTREET, everything seems like it's going to that next level. As far as the distribution, the promotion, and what I'm saying, we got videos out there and stuff and everything. We getting some hits here and there, but the main thing is just the experience. Because I'm learning a lot from Ray. He know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And like me personally, like I said, being on the business and being an artist myself too, I'm saying like how easy how rough it is. You know what I'm saying? How rough it is trying to run a day-to-day a record label operation. I mean, really, really trying to run a real operation, a real business.
Check it out. Believe me, man, I learned a lesson a minute ago. I was a youngin' that, always, you remember, I'm not going to, I'm not going to try to tell my age too much, but, when you would get those Publishers Clearinghouse packages in the mail, you're like, oh, man, if I get a magazine or two, I might be a millionaire. They might stop at my door with, the Prize Patrol. You know what I mean? And it's every time the Mega Millions is up or the Powerball is up, I don't know too many people that don't have the conversation that's like, what would you do if you won? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And music and entertainment kind of makes me feel that way because I understand that not too many people have the opportunity to hit certain platforms. But with yourself and MADSTREET, like you're saying, the brother has a lot of experience. He's a guider, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What was the point in place with you with MADSTREET where you were like, yo, I'm really going to stick with them. This is where my loyalty is going to lie.
I mean, I think, truthfully, I say after probably first couple of days of talking to him and he talked, he was saying all the right stuff, but not just the talking. I think it was mainly once we started really doing business together, I seen how, usually, usually you would expect for the like the artist to be trying to get up with him all the time, but like he was always getting up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So that let me know, you know, that that what he's doing and his craft is real, that he really knows what he's doing. He's not out here just trying to just, you know, beat you for a few bucks and then keep on, you know, on to the next person. Everything
I hate
everything that he's doing is real. And plus my boy who helps me, actually the one who does 99% of my online promotion with Madstreet, Ricky Cowboy Rando, he does his homework. He's thorough, and he's more thorough than me, because I was like in Madstreet from the gate, but he's like, no, let me just do my little, you know, you know, background check. That's what I call it. So he did his thing, you know, and everything checked out, and you know, hey, it's been cake from there. It's been all good. You know what I'm saying? Everything went up.
Being with Madstreet, of course, the relationship with Rayshawn, of course, watching the other artists on the roster make their progress inspires you. You know what I'm saying? Especially like who we just premiered some music from Flexinz.
Yeah, Flexinz.
Well, they're 9 and 12 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and Rayshawn is making sure that they get their due diligence. They're getting their radio. They're getting their spins. They're getting their play. Their music is being heard. Like, personal question, what's it like working with Miss Music? Miss Music, I know you still there, so I want to know, like, what's it like working with Miss Music?
Oh, I mean, she's a real delightful person. You know, upbeat. You know, always positive. You know, from the few times that I've worked with her, she just, you know, I don't know, she's just real upbeat. Yeah, I mean, look, she just keeps you on point as far as I'm concerned, you know, and just to be around somebody so upbeat and positive, you know, you don't got a lot of that nowadays, you know,
man,
on an everyday basis.
I'm all the way in Maryland, and Miss Music, we do this show every Saturday. We switch from Thursdays to Saturdays, and our radio boss, he was like, hey, there's going to be a little bit of change, so if you can't, like, you know, because Saturday is a commitment. You know, that's to go out and show out and do your music days. And I was like, well.
One change. We talk about Miss Music. Check this out, man. I got a special treat for y'all. Right here we go. Miss Music, right here.
Yeah, that's right. Miss Music comes out with a hit, haters.
Oh!
Miss Music, my co-host on WBOK Radio Encore Live, Madstreet Media, Tampa, Florida. Listen.
Could you be down for me? I'll make somebody rock. I got enough
That's Madstreet Media right there. Hey, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yowers. Miss Music, go ahead, talk to your people.
Yeah, I wrote that song when I was 18, and it took me a long time to finally get it recorded. It's still a rough draft, you know. I'm going to have to redo it, but it's a club song, and I appreciate y'all for playing it. Thank you.
Sounds Gucci.
Gucci, that's some club music. That's some old stuff. Thank you.
So Trey 80, like hearing Miss Music's music with what you're doing in music, like what does that do for you, brother? I'm saying, like, I mean, I know a squad is a squad and loyalty is everything. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, there's progresses and loyalty is loyalty. But like, how are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm feeling good, actually. You know, we got up here in Minnesota, we got a little something that we finna bust out a little commercial and stuff, have it on cable, have it down south, you know, because we got actually the album's online, the full Takeover album's online for sale. You know what I'm saying? Besides the 7-song mixtape, that's for free download, but the full album is 12 songs. You know, like I said, it's the whole Versatile Records label. You know, everybody that's on it, and it's pretty tight, you know. And we got videos and stuff, and Filthy Money. We were going to release his album this year, but I think we're going to wait till the beginning of next year for that. You know,
I'm glad.
We got a big roster, my man.
I'm glad you said that. Are you prepared? Are you prepared to 38 states and 6 countries to introduce this Filthy Money track?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're not ready, you know what I'm saying, you know, we can take a minute. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's fine.
You know what I mean? We're live right now, so if you ain't
rolling
ready,
with you. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I stay ready. Hey, if you stay ready, man, you ain't got to get ready. But yeah, I'm ready.
When I was in the Army, I had a first sergeant tell me that one time, and that first sergeant just so happened to be my stepdad.
So you know it's real.
Oh, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, man, like I told y'all, before we ever really go online, we usually have a minute to talk to the artist to let them know that, like, it's nothing intrusive, you know. It's live radio, so we're going to go in. We're going to ask some questions and everything, but there's no reason to be, you know, uncomfortable or anything. It's just kind of hanging out with the one and only homie, you know what I mean, and Miss Music, you know what I mean. We're just going to rock out, and it's really your platform. So I'd really like to have Mr. Trey 80 introduce this, unless Miss Music already joined. Even if any other member of Madstreet Media wants to introduce this track, but I think it's fitting for yourself, for your track, right here on WBOK Radio on Encore Live. Introduce your track, that Filthy Money, man. Let them know what the Filthy Money do.
Yes, sir. This is Cloud Up by Filthy Money, one of the artists off of Versatile Records, Madstreet. And Madstreet Entertainment, this is Cloud Up. It's tight. Check it out.
Oh, they going to check it out. They about to hear this worldwide. Hey.
Why you niggas hating? Gon' get your cloud up. I'm all about my bands, bro. Cloud up. 100 shot drums, you ain't really bout it. All I really do is spend it, get it back and cloud up. Cloud up. Cloud up. Cloud up, bro. Cloud up. Cloud up, love me. Cloud up. See, I'm all about my bands. Watch me really cloud up. Catching cloud in that foreign thing with a foreign chick, getting foreign brain. My main focus on getting cash. If you really hold it, we gon' ride, take them down. Run when that 40 blast. Hollow tips in this 30 mag. Lame snitch and get body bag. You boys ain't about that. We take them down if he got that. Riding round where the top at. Riding around with an op tag, I don't gang bang, I don't false flag. You sneak this, you a op now. I'll mess around and lay them all down. Why they dissing for a clout now? If your girl with me, she going out. I ball hard, no shoestrings. I slang cane, that's D White. Yo, main on my Instagram, she gon' f***ing bust if I stay the night. Her main man wasn't hitting it right. She topped me off, that's on sight. I came through and put in her life. She was stuck up, but now she acting right. It's messed up how life goes. Turn your main to a housewife. These stock girls get no love. Got one chick I always love. You ain't her, you a thot. Cause all I want is top. When I'm in the booth, I straight spaz out. I hit them all and I cash out, gang. Why you niggas hating? Gon' get your cloud up. I'm all about my bands, bro. Cloud up. 100-shot drums, you ain't really bout it. All I really do is spend it, get it back and cloud up. Ay. Cloud up. Cloud up. Ay. Cloud up, bro. Cloud up. Cloud up, love me. Cloud up. See, I'm all about my bands. Watch me really cloud up. I walk in the mall, cash out. Tags, I bring the bands out. Always one hand out. I'm a king, baby, don't stand out. That broke stuff, I can't have that. Skip the fame, y'all can have that. I'm money chasing where the bag's at. These bum boys getting laughed at. Band up, hashtag, these bodies on me, they average. I'm about my Benjis, that's cabbage. I'm in the foreign, I'm smashing. I'm doing the dash, my hand on the... We bumpin' past them classics. She look at me and start laughing. She a basic chicken, I can't go. I'ma knock it down while I lay low. Then I'm getting back to them pesos. It's money over everything. I'ma f*** around and have everything. Everything that I've ever dreamed. From them big cribs to them foreign things. From them red bottoms to them gold things. I'ma live my life and enjoy things. Why you niggas hating? Gon' get your cloud up. I'm all about my bands, bro. Cloud up. 100-shot drums, you ain't really bout it. All I really do is spend it, get it back and cloud up. Cloud up. Cloud up. Cloud up. Cloud up.
Hey, they cloud up. They cloud up. Hey, yo, this is WBOKRadio.com. This is the Encore Live show. Hey, artists out there working to get your publishing right, working to get your radio spins. You want to know what it feels like to have your music played overseas and around the country. You need to email the homeboy Yogi 1AO, man. You need to email Miss Music, Miss Marlene Bamacita, to make sure that you have your spot right here on WBOKRadio.com, right here on Encore Live. We just listened to Trey 80's Cloud Up, man. Before that, right before that, man, we just listened to Flexinz, leaning, whipping, dabbing out of the A. Y'all think it's a game over here. I don't understand, man. This is WBOKRadio.com. Trey 80, what it feel like, bro?
I mean, well, actually, that wasn't me. That was my son, actually. That was Filthy Money. But, I mean, you know, everything's doing what it do. You know, we just trying to make a way, man. You know, we got enough garbage going out here on the streets. Shoot, man, we just trying to make a way, man. Shoot, and make a path. You know, and hopefully, you know, bring some people with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it do. So where you at right now, man? What you say? What state you in?
Minnesota. Actually, St. Paul, but, you know, we represent the north side of Minneapolis.
Really? In Minnesota?
Yes. Yep.
Pimpin', I've been to St. Paul. Like, no lie. Like the big river that runs through for the amphitheater, and there's a hospital right before the amphitheater, and there's all the parks and, like, the upper middle class community around there. I've been down there, Pimp.
What you talking about right there off of 94? I don't really like. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm from the north side of Minneapolis, as far as living in Minnesota. So, you know, St. Paul, I've been over here for a while, but I don't really. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I went to St. Paul, chilled in St. Paul. I can't explain why I was in St. Paul.
Yeah.
But let's just say it was a little bit more bread around there, and there ain't want no music. You know what I mean? The Mall of America area, of Minneapolis was beautiful. It was love, you know what I'm saying? I got to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, I got to hang out with a few motorcycle squads out there and everything, and they got to show me what it was and everything. But like in my head, I was like, yeah, like I had. You should went to the north side. You should went to the north side. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened because I was visiting for like about 8 weeks, about 2 months. Really? So you know what I'm saying, I had to hit like, you know. Like, what really different, I had to hit, like, the laundromat, you know what I'm saying, because you can't let hotel do all your laundry. Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a little bit different, you know what I'm saying. It definitely diverse, definitely. But honestly, for me, it was like, okay, well, it's what I say about anywhere I go. You have your city parts, you know what I'm saying, where it's very urban, and then you have your parts where it's like, I don't think they want me around here. Same time, Minnesota. In Minnesota, because I wanted to see everything. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see everything, and they were like, "Hey, you might not want to go over there." And I'm like, I just over north now. Listen to me. Over north is where you wanted to go. That's where you would have fit in at. That's what I'm saying. You'd have fit in over north. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. You'd have fit in over north, but like St. Paul, man, these suburbs, they be on one. Minnesota's different, but it is very diverse, though. It's some of everybody lives here now. You know what I'm saying? From everybody from a whole lot of, actually, I think more than half of Minnesota is from other states, to be honest. Oh no, you got to come to Maryland. Believe me, everybody ain't from here. You know, as soon as you sit down and talk to somebody, be like, hey man, so you from like so-and-so block or so-and-so PJs or so-and-so area? Like, no, I'm actually from dang on, like I had cats I met out here that were very real cats, but they're like, I'm from Montana. I'm like, Montana, is that a state or a city? They're like, it's a state. You shouldn't disrespect like that. You know, I'm like, I just didn't know. I've never heard of anybody that would hang out within arm's reach of me. I didn't think would be from that area. Right, from way like up north. Yeah, like north, what is it? Northwest, I think Montana is. Yeah, like northwest. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, it's you know, man, Minnesota's all right. You know, like the music scene ain't too big here. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. You know, it's laid back to a certain point. But like I said, the north side, that's where I grew up at, as far as living here in Minnesota, and that's where you went and kicked it at. And, where you come from? Well, Minnesota, where you come from, is a state that brought one of the greats in the game that we lost. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Minnesota, like, a lot of people thought that Prince was, because of how big his music was, a lot of people either thought New York or California. Like, it was either East or West Coast, and they didn't realize that, that he was from Minnesota, from dang on Minnesota. The purple came from the Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it came from. Yeah, Vikings or whatever. I want to take a second real quick, man. Just take a second real quick, because some of your Mad Street peer group are still online right now, and we don't want to exclude them from this interview. For Flexinz, if you all are still online with us, just want to make sure that you all can still voice. Like, let us know you're still here. You know, I know it's getting a little bit later, and y'all have stuff to do. You know. But let the people know that, like, this is one of my things on this show. I never want people to think I'm faking. Like, oh, I said I'll have this person on my radio boss, Mr. H&IC Mitchell. He'll say you have these people on, and people are like, oh, it can be anybody. No. We really have Flexinz on right now. We really have Flexinz on right now from Atlanta. We really have 380 on from Dangone, Minnesota. We really have Madstreet on from down Florida, plus my co-host from Tampa, Florida. I just want to make sure that nobody misunderstands that we are covering everything. 380, if we could take 1 second so that they can just You know what I'm saying? I know it's getting a little bit later, and we're talking about 9 and 12-year-old MCs right now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to take a little bit of time, give a little bit of respect to these young ladies that are doing their thing out of Atlanta, Georgia, and let them go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned in, but let people know that they are rocking with us and they have not gone anywhere. If y'all could, please, young queens, let us know that you're still here with us on the line.
We're here.
We here.
That's what it do. I'm loving it. Man, entertainment is such a great genre to be a part of. I mean, there's so many different places you can get the best from everything, but entertainment is the bee's knees with it. And I'm hoping that everybody tuned in right now understands and can realize that we are not playing. WBOKRadio.com and Encore Live is bringing y'all the best in entertainment from your town, your city, your state, from the lower 48 in all states plus overseas, man. We're giving you the best in entertainment. All y'all got to do is tune in. And then y'all get to tune in and ask questions. Y'all get to get them comments rolling on artists such as the Madstreet Media Group, where we have artists on right now from Atlanta, Georgia, from Minnesota, from Minneapolis, and I can't lie, the Mall of America job got me in trouble. If anybody don't know, Minneapolis, Minnesota is the home of the Mall of America, and it can really throw you for a loop if you're not prepared.
Oh, the mall big, P.
Yeah, the Mall of America is like its own city.
Yes,
but
sir.
we want to make sure that everybody understands the magnitude of what we do here, man. Like, for everybody that is tuned in, that for the young ladies of Flexinz, and for Trey 80 that is out of Minnesota, and for Madstreet, for Ray Sean down there in Tampa. I remember one of the video interviews, I actually got to view him and actually talk to him with seeing him, and just a really laid-back brother. For all the pressure on his shoulders, I expected him to be a little bit more intense, but he was just like, nah, you know, it gets a little crazy, but this is just what I do. I chose this path. You know, and actually, I take that back, Ray Sean, because I think what you said was, I didn't choose to do this. This chose me. And I just have to fulfill what chose me, you know. But I think we have Depths on the line, too.
Yep. Actually, Depths is actually myself, Trey 80, Filthy Money, and Dollar Trill. So, yeah, Dollar Trill, yeah, and right now, Dollar Trill's in Ohio.
Oh, are you pootie-tanging me right now? Are you silent tracking on WBOK? Hold on. Hey, I got multiple names as well. You know, you got to protect the family. You got to protect the family, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids call me a couple names, you know what I'm saying? My wife called me a couple names. My people out and about call me. But you are really going ham right now. You going all the way. So are we gonna? So let me find this out real quick. Hold on. Pause real quick, because I got to find out to make sure I'm not misrepresenting you. But so Depths, you are also the leader or the MC, the artist that is the same artist that your son?
Yeah. Now this is what it is. Versatile Records is my record label. I started that back in 1994. My son is one of the rappers on my label now. My brother is one of the rappers on my label. My cousin is one of the rappers, and my nephew is one of the rappers on the label, and one of my other cousins. How it goes is there's actually one of the groups called Northside Hustlers Clique. That's me, that's myself, my brother, and my cousin. Okay, that's the Northside Hustlers Clique. Then my son's single, that's Filthy Money. That's the song that you just heard, Cloud Up. That's one of his singles. And then Depths is myself, Filthy Money, who you just heard, and my nephew Dollar Trill. So, yeah, I'm a busy man. I have a lot going on, and I don't mind it because I'm not trying to steal Ray Sean's saying, but I think that music hard on me, too, you know, so.
Well, I'm saying there's a lot of people that think that entertainment and being an MC and being out here is, they're like, oh, if you make a good song, then you have an easy life, and that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? That means that you are accepting. It's one of the things that, like, when people are like, I heard this MC, like, this dude, I went to, like, an open mic, and I heard this MC, and he was dope. He was way better than anybody I ever heard on the radio. Why isn't this dude on? And I tell him, you know, like, humbly, I tell them, like, you know, some people are afraid of the responsibility that comes with success.
Yeah.
Like, as you gain success and as you gain momentum, there's more responsibility. And if you're not prepared for that responsibility, then
you're in trouble.
Right. Then people don't hear from you anymore.
Yeah.
But I want to go ahead and get this track out here. I want this depth. I want to hear what this depth is doing. I think the people want to hear what this depth is doing.
Yeah. You want me to?
Can you introduce it for me? I mean, if you can do my job for me, that makes my job way easier. But it's just more heartfelt when it comes from the people that are responsible for the track even being on the show. And that's not to slight my boss, because HNIC Mitchell makes sure that we don't play no. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. I got you. For sure. Okay, all right. This is our song tonight. This song is for some, you know, this song is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever walk of life that you walk in or whatever you're doing in life, this is about at night when you're trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? And kick it. So this song is called
that windows down, this that like OG cruising.
Oh
like
yeah, this is something
not when you turning up for the club, but when you leaving the club and you turning down, you about to hit the Waffle House.
Turning down, going home. This is like this is an early morning song. This got a little old school swing to it. You know what I'm talking about once a year.
Man, y'all heard it from the originator. Like the brother said, this is his family on this track. This is his family and his music group, along with Madstreet Media Group, along with Flexinz. And we are live right now on WBOKRadio.com on Encore Live. This is Dips tonight, man. We about to turn up. Let's get it. Get it, get it, get it. Hey, hey, hey.
If it's more than an hour ago, now it's old. I only got 3 more hours, then the sun is gone. Okay, I plan on rocking on somebody tonight. It's gonna be fun. I can just feel it. I'ma have dark. I was thinking about Remy. Got me some loud too to make sure it's hit me. Hit that accidentally put into a place to gain victory. Taking it to leaving the whole thing empty. Enough hungry with me to feel Italy. Smoking on that foreign too. I think it came from Sydney. Hands up, creased out, run up to my mouth. Tell the niggas to cash in so I can cash out. 24 hours ain't enough. And the day is still young. And money to be made every day. Ain't right, then we gon' make it up. We gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight. 24 hours ain't enough. And the day is still young. And money to be made every day. Ain't right, then we gon' make it up today. We gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight.
Really, it's my time. And no, there ain't no wasting it. Yeah, the fame is on its way, but man, I hate this patience. I'm living life cause that's my choice. I swear I only hear your voice. When money's calling, I stay ballin', so you know I'm making noise. I'ma switch it up. Getting top in the Tonka truck. That wide body, we adding up. We risk takers, we got them tough. Boys don't get up Coupled up, my hitters young but dangerous. Part of us, we ain't enough if you didn't know. We train the buck.
24 hours ain't enough. It's in the day we still it's to be sure. And money to be made, every man ain't right, then we gon' make it up today, then we gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight. 24 hours ain't enough. That's in the day we still it's to be sure. And money to be made, every man ain't right, then we gon' make it up today, then we gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight.
Time's getting hotter by the minute. Everything I hear's got murderism in it. But it's all good up in my hood, where we love, hate but appreciate. Where a lot of big booties running round, yeah. Said the op boys better not come round here playing, looking for some funk. My hitters keep heat up in they trunk. Just in case some funk jump.
24 hours ain't enough. It's in the day we still it's to be done. And money to be made. Everything ain't right, then we gon' make it up today. Then we gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight. 24 hours ain't enough. That's in the day we still it's to be done. And money to be made. Everything ain't right, then we gon' make it up today. Then we gon' live it up tonight. We gon' live it up tonight.
Hey. Now, that right there was some good music, man. That's straight out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. That's out of Madstreet Media Entertainment. You already know what it is, man. That's Miss Music. That's your peoples right there. That's your group. That's your entertainment group. So you know it's gonna be lovely. You know it's gonna be great, man. Now I'm ready to hear what y'all have to do as far as like shout outs to the team. Like what to do with shout outs for the team.
Who's gonna go first?
That's the hardest part.
Right? I shout out to all of our artists that are on the label. Shout out to everybody out there that's putting in the work, who's going to the shows, who's following the rules, who's out there pushing their music. Shout out to all y'all. I know y'all working hard. I see y'all posting out there. Thanks to everybody that's involved with it, that's out there, that's pushing our links, pushing Madstreet Entertainment, pushing our artists, wanting to be on the team, wanting to join the team, wanting to work with the team. Shouts out to everybody out there. Shouts out to our fans out there that are listening. Shouts out to the boss. We always got to shout out our boss. He's the one that provides this for us. And he is as much as a promoter as anybody that's on a team. I mean, he's always constantly pushing his artists. And I love to see that because I don't see most CEOs out there actually pushing their own artists. They always have people out there pushing their artists. But it's great to see that, there's a boss out there, a CEO that cares so much about his artists that he's out there every day on the grind, pushing these artists in all of our social media links. So shouts out to the boss, Mr. Ray Merler, Ray Sean Bizzle. But yes, shouts out to everybody who's on tonight. And shouts out, of course, to Yogi for having Madstreet Entertainment on tonight. And also shouts out to our boss who also pays the bills over at WBOKRADIO here on Encore Live that provides us with this avenue to be able to host people that are on our show like we have Madstreet Entertainment and the artists tonight. Definitely a lot of talent that's going to be coming through here. So all I can say is stay tuned to Madstreet Entertainment because we're definitely going to have a lot more things popping off. We have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of events out there we inform you with. So if you want to get on the team or you just want to, know what's popping, then hit us up and find out how you can join in.
That's what it do, man. I'm saying, what more do you all want? Here on WBOKRadio.com, here on Encore Live, we promise to bring you all the best in entertainment. We're not just playing music. We're not just DJing a radio station. We are informing people. We are opening up avenues. We're opening up, like if you want to get on, the artists and the media groups and the entertainment groups and music groups that we put on this show, they open up. It's up to y'all. You can contact these people. I hope that we speak clear enough that you all can understand what websites to go to, who to click on, and who to contact. You want to get your game up? You want to get your views up? You want to get your listening group up? First of all, holler at WBOKRadio.com on its Encore Live show. Second off, this is what we do this for. We're already on. We're on the radio every week. If you want to get on the radio at least once, if you want to see what your spins do, we are not a bumper dump station. We play the music. Now, let me slow it down. We do filter because we can't have that Garbino. But I'm just saying. I heard. I think that was Ray Sean. That it was like he was like, yeah, no, we can't do that, Mr. Mitchell and the WBOKRadio.com family. We want everyone to prosper. We want to be able to create an avenue to educate and to elevate everyone that chooses music, that chooses entertainment, to be the way that they express themselves instead of going out there and doing negative. There's so much negative going on in the world right now. If you pay attention to social media too much, you might want to do something negative. We hope that we are the ear and the station that you listen to, so that you can hear that there are people in the same state, the same town that you live in, that are on their come up, and they're making it. And they're taking their focus away from the negative, and they're focusing on their progress. That's what we do. This is Encore Live. And encore means that it is a performance after a live performance where you say, give me more, give me more. And that's what Encore Live does. We give you more of the artists that you go to the grocery store with. We give you more of the artists that you hear in your town, and we want them to feel like they are making progress, because they are. Mr. Mitchell did not start this radio station. Encore Live and WBOK is not brand new to the game. We are definitely in this, and we want to make sure that before I do my sign out, one of the greatest things, like I don't know how many people that are on right now tuned in last week, but last week we had Troop on. 28 years in entertainment as a group. Troop on. And this week we have Madstreet Media on, and I wish them 28 years plus. I want to be able to reach out right now and talk to Flexinz, because these youngins right now, we have to encourage this youth to keep doing something positive. There is so much negative, there's so much crazy going on, and I can't, there's so much crazy going on around our youth that for a 9 and a 12-year-old to be on live radio on Saturday with 38 states and 6 countries tuned in, Flexinz, do you have a shout-out that y'all want to give out, like your people, your classmates, your parents, anybody, Madstreet Media, anybody? Like, let them know that you're doing good and that you're doing something positive with yourself. Madstreet? Flexinz, you still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Can you go ahead and give a positive shout out and let people know that the world is crazy, but as long as you're doing something good with yourself, it's gonna be all right. That's what we are at WBOK. Like, we gonna be okay. That's the easiest way for people to remember our station. We gonna be okay. Radio.com. Let them know.
Shout out,
man. Give your shout outs. Give your shout outs, young lady.
Shout out to my school, Marietta Middle School. Shout out to my mama and daddy. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to Madstreet. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to my haters.
That's that 9 and 12-year-old coming out. That's what it do, though. If the haters don't motivate you, then you don't know what you in it for. You don't know what you in it for. Because the smoothest haters are the ones that are like, yeah, keep doing your thing. Keep making sure that, make another song, make another track. But on the low, they like, man, don't like their music. Don't like what they doing. Don't support them. But I have to say that I'm blessed to be on this show, to be the host of this show, and have such young talent that is a part of such a strong media group that definitely, if y'all haven't heard this, if anything else y'all heard, we're talking about they are out of the A. Trey 80 is out of Minnesota. The brother that is like the boss of Madstreet Media is in Florida. The head A&R is out of Florida. So it's not where you're from to see if you can get on. We're doing it all the way big, man. And Madstreet Media came through tonight, something heavy. Trey 80, is there some shout-outs you want to give, brother?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to y'all for sure for having a song. Give a shout-out to Madstreet. Give a shout-out to Flexinz. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout-out to Filthy, Dollar Trill. Man, just man, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Ray Sean, I know you have, like, keep it clean, brother. Keep it good. But of course, this is like this radio interview was actually for Madstreet Media, and the artists attached and the artists associated with Madstreet Media. But having because there's not too many CEOs that come on to live radio, so take the floor, brother. Shout out your artists. Shout out your business. Let them know the link. Let them know how to find your artists. Let them know where to download to your artists. So your artists can get them downloads and they can get that studio money up. Let them know. Let them know.
Well, I'd like to shout out the whole Madstreet. You for having us on tonight. You can get all the projects, iTunes, Tidal, Apple Music, E-Music, everywhere online. For 50 Money, Depths, The Takeover, Best Buy, Apple Music, everywhere online,
And what shows, because, we broadcast over just about the whole lower 48 and overseas. So being the boss of Madstreet Media, where can we find your artists coming up? Where do we have some shows that we can look forward to see these artists live?
Well, as far as Versatile Records, Depth, Trey 80, he'll get with you on those shows. He run everything for his artists. And for Flexinz, they had a show tonight. They got canceled, but they got a lot of things coming up for this fall. I'm quite sure we're going to be working with them to get them more shows. And we got Shadi, the rapper. She doing shows everywhere in Atlanta, everywhere, really. We'll have her on the show pretty soon.
So basically, everybody needs to just go ahead and log in to MADSTREETMEDIA.com and look through the artist registry and live shows coming up to find out when Madstreet Media's artists are going to have shows in a town near you, because they are not just where they're based from. They are all over the place. And from what I'm listening to, I don't know what everybody else has heard, but Ray Sean is doing his work to make sure his artists that are from different regions are putting their work in different regions. Now, Miss Music, Madstreet Media, that's, that's your home team. So what's your shout-outs got to do, Ma?
Like I said before, shout out to Flexinz that was on tonight. Debs, you got Trey 80, shout out to you. Shout out to Versatile Records, everybody over at Versatile Records, the whole familia over there. Shout out to Ray Murder for being on tonight and bringing on these artists. Shout out to Filthy Money. You know what's up. Love the music and everything that everybody's doing. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to everybody that's on team. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everybody at WBOKRADIO, including the boss and Yogi one day. And shout out to all the fans out there listening. Like I said, shout out to everybody worldwide. And God bless everybody. And make sure you think of other people, as yourself, and hopefully we can save this world, which is really going crazy. So, shout out to the whole world. God bless everybody. And that was enough for tonight.
That's what it do. Y'all heard it from the horse's mouth, from everybody that's been online tonight. Big shout out, big salute, love, support, respect, and prosperity to the Madstreet Media Group. Big shout out, love and prosperity to all the artists and all the groups that are a part of Madstreet Media that took their time out of their day and took the time out of their Saturday to be a part of this live broadcast on WBOKRadio.com and Encore Live with your one and only homie Big Yogi, Young Original Gangster Imperial, the one and only, and Miss Music, Miss Marlene Bamasita. Man, I tell you this, my boss, H&IC Mitchell, we definitely appreciate y'all. We look forward to seeing more tuners. We look forward to seeing more viewers. We look forward to having more people tune in, man. Support the people that support you. The artists that are out here are representing the community that you live in, and they're working to expand the message that you have, the struggles that you have. So for us over here on Encore Live at WBOKRadio.com, we want to wish you all blessings, love, respect, prosperity. Y'all keep your head up. Keep your chin up and chest out. For the Madstreet Media Group, much love and respect. We sure appreciate you, man. We sure appreciate everybody that came on from Madstreet Media, man. And we will continue to support you all. Please go ahead, send your social media through. Make sure that I'm able to share your music, to share everybody that has to do with Madstreet Media's music. I already do. Rayshawn already knows. I blast everything from Madstreet Media. But for the independent artists that are on their come up, believe me, submit your music to WBOKRadio.com. If you're on the come up and you need some support, you need some corporate behind you, you might want to go ahead and tune in and tag or contact Madstreet Media. Make sure you hit up Rayshawn. Make sure you hit up my co-host, Miss Music, Marlene Bamasita, because these people are doing good for the hip-hop and music community. For us here at WBOKRadio.com and Encore Live, we love and salute you all. To the 38 states that tune in every Saturday for the 6 countries, we love you. Continue. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to be blessed. Let's stop the madness and show them that love conquers everything. From myself.
Thanks, Madstreet, for having us.
Yeah, Flexinz was trying to say something. I was just trying to cut in and let you know that they were trying to say something. So go ahead, Flexinz.
Thanks to the radio station for having us on Madstreet.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We sure appreciate you. You young ladies, y'all stay on it. We appreciate your mother. We appreciate your father for supporting you young ladies to do and to be in the entertainment business. We know it's not easy, and you young ladies have done it. You young ladies have done your first live radio interview, and it is not just in your state. We are everywhere. Salute everybody tuning in. I want to see them hand clapping emojis and everything for a 12 and 9-year-old group that is making moves and that are on syndicated radio, broadcasting out over 38 states and 6 countries. If y'all don't show some love, I'm going to start questioning y'all's purpose in this entertainment. Because if you're not doing it for the youth, if you're not doing it for the youth to come up, if you're not paving the way, then you can't call yourself a G unless you want to be an OG. And OGs make sure that the youth have something to follow positive. For us here, man, we love everyone that has anything to do with it except for the people that do the negative things. We are all about positivity here. We're all about expanding your brand. We want to help each and every artist expand and work on their publishing. We want to help and expand your listening group, your peer group. And if you are not hip to WBOKRadio.com, if you're not hip to the Encore Live show, you might want to share this with your friends and let them know, like, yo, you can really get on the radio. You can really speak. You can really get your music out there. To the Madstreet Media Group, hey, Rayshawn, appreciate you. I'll be hollering at you probably within the next 10 minutes that we log off. Miss Music, you already know what to do. H&IC Mitchell, you know it's much love and respect for you, sir. Greatly appreciate the opportunity. For Trey 80 out of Minnesota, brother,
yes, sir. Appreciate
stay
you.
Blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessing these young brothers and sisters and let them know that the path on the street is not the way to go. There is prosperity. There is longevity in doing something positive with themselves. Even if they can't rap on a microphone, there is long money in the entertainment business. There are plenty 6-figure jobs being behind the mic.
Yes,
for the young ladies that are a part of Flexinz, we sure appreciate you. We sure appreciate your parents for allowing you to be on this one. I know it's the weekend, but 12 and 9 years old, I'm pretty sure y'all got some things y'all need to handle at home. If not, just to get back to the booth and get back to your writing pad. Please continue to stay motivated in music. Please continue to motivate the youth, because that's one thing that I really have to say about this interview. Having a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old on that are motivated to do positive with themselves and to motivate people to do something with themselves, that's what we're about. Let's motivate the youth. Let's motivate the culture. Let's stay positive. Love, prosperity, and peace to everybody. And to my entertainment crowd and to my entertainment group, I'm going to sign off. Miss Music, I know you got to say something to the people. I just talked a lot.
I just want to say good night to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all on the next show here on WBOK Radio and Encore Live with me, Miss Music, and Yogi One AO. And thank you, Madstreet Entertainment. We'll see y'all.
Yeah.